Welcome back to the press room. I'm your host, Cooper Shepard, joined by my co-host, Colby Bethea. Good to be back. No more crotch shots for you guys. We tried to get that out of the camera. We got a lot to talk about this week. I'm super excited. Coming off a great week for me as my Tennessee Vols upset Bama. Everybody was picking Bama, including you. Don't ever bet against the Vols again.
I definitely picked Bama.
Nico didn't even look good, and we still won, so I'm pretty hyped right now. We'll get to that game in a minute and his 6 missed overthrow touchdowns. But in the meantime, I do want to let you guys know that I went 4 on all my locks last week. If you ride with me, then you're gonna get rich. That's all there is to it. LSU at Arkansas. LSU -2.5. Fucking free. South Carolina at OU. OU was favored. What the fuck? South Carolina money line. So free. Lions at Vikings. Took Detroit money line. Came down to the end, but got that. And then Illinois, Michigan. Michigan was favored. Illinois money line might have been the most free one of the week. Granted, all my locks are free, but we take that. All right, let's preview the games of the week last weekend, and then we'll get into previews and everything else we got to talk about. First game I want to talk about is Nebraska at Indiana, because everybody thought Nebraska was good, and then Indiana beat them 56-7. Indiana's looking pretty solid. They play Ohio State later in the year, so that'll be the first real test. But
was there any doubt though?
No.
I mean, we both said Indiana points last week. We knew that one was going to be a throttling.
Yeah. Dylan Raiola is not Patrick Mahomes. Dylan Raiola is not even good. So,
do you think Matt Rule is going to make him get a haircut or like take the shades off, like kill
all the
his
above.
like ego?
All the above.
He doesn't look that good, but neither do we. So.
Yeah, and that's on the list. We'll get to that. Can't wait. All right, Alabama at Tennessee. Tennessee pulls out the win 24-17. Smoke them if you got them. Filled Knoxville cigar smoke.
So, yeah, what is that about? Is that like...
It's just the third Saturday in October, man. That's just what they've been doing for before we were thought of. You win, you smoke a cigar. In the last 20 years, they've been lighting the cigars.
But just on the third Saturday in October?
That's the Bama-Tennessee game's third Saturday of October every year.
Like every year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Went to the game, and I told you. If I was a betting man, I would have bet Bama. It made sense, but I wasn't going to bet against my team. As far as the quarterback goes, overthrowing, dude. Did you watch the game?
Like here and there. I was flipping it back and forth.
The overthrows are really bad. He missed 3 touchdowns, just like overthrown receivers. We got to get that cleaned up, and I say it every week. I'm not sure it's going to get cleaned up at this point, but got to clean that up. Jalen Milroe is not him.
Yeah, he looked suspect. He looked suspect a lot. Did he win the Heisman last year?
No, Jaden Daniels did.
Yeah, he's not going to win it this year. They took him off.
No, he's he could every throw. I feel like it was either behind the receiver or over the receiver's head. He targeted Ryan Williams like 50 times. And I feel like every single one of them, Ryan Williams had to literally go up and make a crazy play to catch it.
Well, in those deep balls he was throwing, he was just chucking them up. He's like, hey, F it, like Ryan Williams is down there somewhere.
Yeah, and when he got Jamar McCoy clamping, nah, not this week, buddy. But yeah, Jalen Milroe did not look good. I'm not sure if that's a product of like playing a good defense or like he actually just can't throw when he has to. But
Tennessee has a really good defense.
Yeah,
and Josh Heupel calls his plays like it.
Yeah, it's our strong suit for sure, but nonetheless, we're back in the running for the SEC. Bama's not pretty much at this point, so
yeah, that loss to Vandy that killed it.
So go Vols! I'm super hyped. Got a bye week this week, which does everybody have 2 bye weeks? This is our second bye week.
I think you can elect to play like one less game, like you guys didn't have like 3 games like to start out the year?
Dude, I don't know, but I know this is our second bye week.
What's your record?
6-1.
OU's 4-3, so that checks out.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. It's weird.
I don't think you guys have had a second bye.
I promise we have.
Like we have
the week after OU before Arkansas, we had a bye. Because I remember we had 2 weeks to prepare for Arkansas and lost. So I'm not sure why.
Oh, that is weird.
Biggest game of the week, Georgia at Texas. Georgia got a pretty I wouldn't say easy, but good win. 30-15. Who'd you pick in this game?
Oh, dude, I was talking mad shit on Georgia. I was talking mad shit on Carson Beck, his girlfriend. I was like rewatching it today, and I was like, I hope Dog Nation doesn't see this one. But no, it was insane. And the fans throwing the bottles on the field and like getting the refs to be like, "Oh yeah, you're right. You guys are right." Like, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah, that's insane. Is that what you got to do? Refs give you a bad call and you're at home. Fuck it. Let's just throw our beer cans on the field and
just stop the game. I mean, like, it's gonna start something. Because I feel like this year I've seen a lot of stuff that like you usually only do like once or twice a season. It's happening a lot. Like I feel like I've seen 100 fields get stormed this year already, and like it feels more than normal. So maybe this is the year that we just start new trends and everyone just follows along.
Yeah. Speaking of the storm in the field, Tennessee stormed the field against Alabama.
That's what I was gonna say. Why? Is that your national championship? Is it over? Is the season over?
I mean, like, it is our national championship, but, like, I mean, like, we're not, like, it was a 2.5 point spread. Like, it's not like Vandy beating Alabama.
Right.
So, I don't know about all that.
I was praying that the goalposts were going to get taken. I would have been like, yes.
Well, they tore him down and they wouldn't let him take him out. There was, like, police, like.
They tore him down?
Yeah.
Dude, what?
They wouldn't let him take him out.
We haven't even hit November.
Yeah.
Championship November.
But as far as Georgia and Texas goes, I was hoping Georgia would win, not only because we play them, but a Texas loss evens out the SEC, and now everybody's got a loss. So SEC is an open playing field. I mean, you got Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, and then Bama and Ole Miss have 2 losses, but you got LSU too. So SEC's wide open.
We talked about in the beginning of the year, like everyone's just going to beat each other, and they're going to send nobody to the playoffs. It's going to be nuts. I mean, we really are going to see the winner of the UNLV Boise State game in the playoff.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Navy and Notre Dame this weekend.
Dude, our we need to do like because the college football selection for the playoff is going to be so fun. We need to do like a live or some kind of like
with it.
Yeah.
Let's go Instagram Live or something.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Zoom it. Twitch.
All right. South Carolina at OU.
Yeah.
OU is favored by 2.5. South Carolina goes in there and they won the game before it started. 35-9.
It was embarrassing.
I'll leave it to you. What do you take away from the game? What do you got to say? Seth Luttrell is now gone. The floor is yours.
The Seth Luttrell firing feels good because it at least tells us there was a problem. That's OU telling everybody, hey, like there was a problem. This guy wasn't doing too much. He wasn't helping anybody. I mean, reports were coming out that like some of the players weren't too big of fans of his, which makes sense. I mean, I don't think Seth Luttrell was a recruiting point for any of the 5-star recruits that OU has now. I don't think they said, hey, we have this really cool coach that's in the co-assistant.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those conversations were had. So I put $50 on South Carolina because I was like, it's a win-lose, but like the win's a little bit better than the lose. Either I win a bunch of money or OU wins, and if I have to lose $50 to the books and OU gets an SEC home win, because we're not going to get one this year. I don't know if you realize that. It's over. We have Alabama at home, I think.
Yeah.
So this is our best chance at an SEC home win. We smoked that shit. But yeah, so I won like $120. Paid for the copious amounts of beers that had to be bought. So OU was down 21-0 before my girlfriend and I had finished our first beers. And I was like, oh, it's going to be a long day. Like, dude, it was... Kickoff was 11:45, like 11:50. The game was over at 12:10. I'm like, I had spent more time walking to the stadium than like there actual were chances and hopes of us winning. Like it was the most pathetic performance I had ever seen in my life, and the players didn't help at all. Like, first of all, Michael Hawkins, is he a bad quarterback for that game? No. I mean, clearly, if his coordinator gets fired 2 days later, a day later,
yeah,
can't put all the blame on him. But like some of the plays they were calling for him, like I was just like, have you seen the offensive line, the wide receiver core that is out on the field right now? I mean, there's some had to go. Seth Luttrell's gone. I won money.
So so when I went to OU Tennessee, obviously OU was like everybody's so hyped SEC. Like environment was crazy, packed out, loudest I've ever heard Norman in my life. How was the environment for this game?
So we had a whiteout. Don't know why. At 11:45, whatever. My brother and I both, we got our breakfast tacos before the game. Spilled that on the same spot on our white shirt, and I'm like, this is why you don't do whiteout games, first of all. But whatever. Whiteout game, not that many. I mean, majority were white, but you could see that a lot of people were had been fed up with what they've seen. They're like, I ain't wearing white today. A bunch of people, at least in our section. So I actually took a video of the stadium after the 3 touchdown, and if you don't mind, I would like to play it into the mic so the people can at least hear.
Please do.
It was just straight DJ performance. How do you feel? That was right after the Michael Hawkins interception. That was 11:58.
Oh, not even noon.
Not even noon. Yeah, so that's what I knew. Oh, he throws the pick. They scored touchdown. I'm like, okay. All right.
It happens.
It happens, No one's perfect. We get the ball, dog. We fumbled it on the second play. I was like, holy shit. Scoop and score, too, by the way. I'm like, all right, tough hole. I've seen worse. I've seen worse. Then he turns around. There was a pick 6. I was like, do they serve hard liquor here? Dude, where's the bar? I genuinely looked at my girlfriend and my mom, and I'm like, when are we leaving? I know it's the 6.5 minute mark. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. For all this money we had spent, these goofy donations the school makes you get to get tickets. To put that on the field, I almost called the school and was like, hey, refund my donation. I ain't ever donated.
So with every worse OU performance I see, which is weekly, I can't help but think about that you guys ran Dylan Gabriel out. And not only did you run Dylan Gabriel out, he is now the starting quarterback for the number 1 team in the country.
Number 1. Oh.
So I asked you this last week. I'll ask you again. How does that make you feel?
It was brutal. Especially, I'm just more butthurt about the Cale Gundy situation. Yeah, Dylan Gabriel sucked. Or not us sucked. That situation sucked for us, obviously. Now. Even in the offseason, I didn't really like it. Brent Venables. So he does a radio show, the barbecue place on Monday nights. And he was it was the most open and honest I'd ever heard him. He was actually describing our wide receivers' injuries. And I'm like, okay. The reason why Nick Anderson is out, he tore something in his quad. But nobody knew that. Dude probably not gonna play again this year. But you heard all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, dude, if you knew we were gonna be this bad, why weren't you this open?
Yeah.
But I guess he was afraid people weren't gonna show up to games. I'm thankful that I don't have any more tickets. I probably try to sell them. It's not worth it to go.
The funniest thing to me about all this is that y'all wanted the SEC so fucking bad. Y'all, we want the SEC. We want the SEC. We want Bama. We want Georgia. We want Texas. SEC. No, you don't.
No, we still want that.
No, you don't.
Listen, when the school was yo, guys, we're going to the SEC, we still had Lincoln blinking. The team looked completely different. All offense, no defense. Lincoln blinking leaves. All right, cool. Scalped all of our offensive talent. Cool. We can go get a defensive coach. Let's get beefed up for the SEC. But no, we got Jeff Lebby. That situation, we've had so many just why, and how. Like, we fired Jeff Lebby, so he married. Do you remember Art Briles, the
Yeah.
other coach,
Yeah.
got fired for all of that
Yeah.
stuff that happened on campus? So Jeff Lebby married his daughter.
Oh, nice.
So the rule was Art Briles can't come on the field.
Yeah.
Jeff Lebby brings him on the fucking field, dude. Oh my god. Jeff Lebby fired. And it's just like we keep shooting ourselves in the foot with these just terrible decisions. That
Okay,
we've
but
made.
like even like before the season, like y'all were so hyped for the SEC. I mean, what were y'all ranked? 11?
I think so. I mean, like, the problem is Oklahoma's like your Notre Dame, it's our year. Like, we're kind of like the Dallas Cowboys of college football. Like, we always want to say it's our year. And we get an embarrassing loss at the end of the season when we play a real opponent.
Yeah.
But, like, I think it was, like, the constant dog walking of the Big 12 teams, like, really made us short-sighted. Because, like, now that I can say, like, I watch SEC football and I watch other schools play, SEC fans are 100% right. It is cupcake everywhere else. Like, yeah, like, Oregon's very good. Like, you got, like, your teams that are, like, pretty good. They'd compete. But, like, man, you talk about that performance we saw, I think it was late Saturday night, Oklahoma State and BYU. I wish we could get those brothers on the schedule. I'm not saying OU, this current team in the current state, would dog walk them. I'd have more hope than that than going and playing at Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
Yeah.
but like, no, man. I think it made OU fans a little delusional because, like, I mean, like when you just beat the sleeves off the same teams year after year after year, like, conference championship. We have like 47.
Yeah.
Who has 47 conference championships? But like, no, it's
Not in the SEC.
not in the SEC. The shit's different here. It's different.
It's yeah. As far as the QB situation goes, Jackson Arnold, last time he saw the field was against Tennessee. Hawkins gets pulled, he goes in, and now he's a starter again. Last time he played is Tennessee. Now he's gets to go to Ole Miss and start. What do you think about Jackson Arnold? Do you think he has improved these off weeks? Is he gonna show something we haven't seen, or is it just gonna be the same shit?
I want to say I'm a believer, but like OU, whoever runs OU's like PR, like let's get these kids trained up for interviews, needs to be fired. OU players get the worst interviews. I don't know if you've seen any of them.
I saw Jackson Arnold be like, I just prepare the same every week. Prepare.
So they asked him like, right after the game in South Carolina, like, how did you get in the game? Like, not like, yeah, Michael Hawkins was stinking it up early, but like, so he was like, this was his red shirt game.
Yeah.
Like that game broke his red shirt.
Yeah.
The whole move of him starting him is OU, like Brent Venables' hopes of him not transferring out.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not saying that Michael Hawkins is the starter next year. Clearly, neither guy has shown enough.
y'all better hit the fucking portal.
Yeah.
And find a fifth-year quarterback.
I don't know, because, like, would you, like, if your recruit was making you want to come to Oklahoma? We have no offensive coordinator. The line looks brutal.
You gotta offer some money. That's just what it is.
I mean, the wide receivers are,
Gonna have
like,
to
they
offer
said
some
we're going to
money.
get some back. It's slim pickings on the offensive side of the ball right now. I guess it's rough.
Yeah. All right. Next topic, NFL injury bug. Bring this up because we had 2 season-ending injuries, I think, this week. But, dude, my fantasy team has been getting fucked by injuries every week. I mean, Puka went out early in the year. Cooper Kupp went out earlier in the year. Chris Godwin just fucked his ankle. He's done for the year.
That was a Todd Bowles bad, terrible coaching decision.
Yeah, 45 seconds left in the game that you already lost. Come on, man. Mike Evans ruptured his hamstring, apparently. I don't know what's up with
He's
him,
out till
but,
like week 11.
Sean Watson tore his Achilles. That might be a good thing for Browns fans, but...
Bro, when they booed him, like, I get it. And
But it's like,
all
dude,
this off-field stuff.
I get it too, but like, dude, imagine you just fucking tear your Achilles and then you hear your own fan base booing. Or I guess they were cheering.
Yeah, the cheering.
Imagine tearing your Achilles, bro, and you hear your own fan base cheering, bro. Like,
And you still have what?
I couldn't
3
even
more years?
imagine how that would feel, dude.
Still have 3 more years.
I
thought it was weak and soft.
Yeah,
I thought it was soft. I mean, like, I'm not saying I would have been like, oh, Deshaun, like, that's terrible to see.
Yeah, but you don't cheer. If anything, just like you just.
Like, you just look at your buddy.
And then next week you can be like Jameis, but like, dude, he's
Yeah.
on the field and you're cheering. Oh my god, that's terrible.
And then I thought it was, like, pretty ironic that then their backup quarterback, DTR, then got hurt.
Yeah.
And then famous Jameis had to come in the game. But, like, no, that's Cleveland Brown football.
Yeah.
That's why nobody stays.
They're just a poverty franchise. They always will be. And dude, just injuries all around the league. Rashid Shaheed, like, he's not that good, but like, he was my flex and he's gone. Dude, there's so many more I'm missing. McCaffrey, I don't know what the fuck happened to him. Is he ever gonna come back?
I actually heard reports that he got both legs amputated, so he's done forever. He's done. No, I don't know what's going on with that guy. I took him second overall. Magically, we're 4-3, but like,
who else, dude? There's so many injuries.
I mean, Rashee Rice,
he's done for the season probably. Aiden Hutchinson. Dude,
there's a couple. I mean, Hawkinson tore his ACL last year. Like, we still haven't seen a Hawkinson at all.
Chubb just came back. Dude, it's I don't.
Tua just got back.
That's.
They go in his presser. They're like, "Hey Tua, like, you know, are you gonna wear the Guardian cap?"
Nope.
No. Why? Personal choice. I'm like, oh, Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. I've died on the field 3 times. I was like, oh my, like, that has to be like somewhere like in his contract that, like, dog, if you get knocked out one more time, we're voiding that massive payday. We killed you.
Yeah,
or gave you.
Yeah, he's a dumbass, dude. Just put it on, bro. Just
like, if anything, I feel like it would just dampen the noise, which as the quarterback, I mean, what are you hearing? Like, it's not like Tyreek Hill 50 yards down the field, like, Tua. Like, you know, I was waiting for the bat to fall.
Yeah, I don't know. He's but dude, he's gonna be. If that happens one more time, we're gonna see him in 5 years at a Dolphin ceremony in a wheelchair like this.
Dude, no,
I'm not even kidding.
He's gonna be like shitting in a bag, like, fed by a tube. Like, it's like, and I don't know who's telling him, like, Tua, you have to play.
Dude, he's. I wouldn't.
I like don't want to watch the Dolphins game because, like,
I'm like scared, bro. If he gets another concussion, dude, and especially if he like.
Because he's done it every.
Yes.
He didn't get hit that hard.
Yeah, I know. Like, he ran into DeMar Hamlin's chest. Ironic, it was DeMar Hamlin.
The Hambalam. Oh, I cannot believe they did that, dude. The ambulance. That was like, I almost bought a T-shirt. It was just a picture of the ambulance.
Oh my god! All right, let's move on to that before we get canceled.
Oh,
all
my
right.
god! No, like, good for Tua and DeMar that they're back, but like, if you're Buffalo, dude, you don't put your own player's name on the back of the ambulance. He didn't die. Like, they put it like there as if he like died 50 years ago and he donated all this money to their medical team. Dude, it's so weird.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, this week we have 16 NFL games, 41 NBA games, 49 NHL games, and 3 World Series games.
How many NHL games?
49.
This week?
Yeah. From Monday to Sunday.
Name 5 NHL players right now.
Alex Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby, Anders Lee, Ilya Sorokin. Okay, one more. Connor McDavid.
There we go.
Yeah. The only reason I knew those bums you probably never heard of is because I went to my first hockey game last year, and Ilya Sorokin and Anders Lee were the New York Islanders' best players. So I remembered that. But before that day, I didn't know who they were.
You know, I just got Sidney Crosby and the Connor McDavid guy. And other than that, Wayne Gretzky. But yeah, no.
All right.
Good for NHL though. Glad
At the time of this recording, NBA season starts tonight. We're officially here. My favorite time of the year. NBA and NFL and college football merging with the World Series. Not a better time. We're going to give our predictions for some of the awards and these standings. But before we do that, I want to talk about Bronny James.
This guy's a world-class hater.
This season starts LeBron James playing with his son, and I saw something today that said nobody is more bet on to win Rookie of the Year than Bronny James. If you're betting on Bronny James to win Rookie of the Year, just like donate, like give me the money, like please, and I'll give you half back, and you'll make more money than you would. Because why the fuck would you bet on Bronny James to win Rookie of the Year? Preseason, out of 400 something players, he had the worst plus minus. He shot 9%. That was before the last game. He might have raised that after the last preseason game. He's absolutely terrible. He's going to get fucked on in the NBA if he plays. He's going to get fucked on in the G League. I don't know why you would ever do that. I mean, I don't hate him. Like, I'm praying for him to, like, do good. Cool. But, like,
Cool.
Bronny James is not. He should not be in the NBA.
You don't believe?
I don't, dude. He's going to get sent out of the G League, and the G League is literally all the same players that were fucking on him at USC when he averaged 5 points in college, by the way. USC's best player, who averaged 20-plus, went undrafted.
Who was it? Is Isaiah Collier still?
He's on the Jazz. No.
Didn't he play at USC?
Yeah.
No, Bronny?
I guess, yeah, he did. I guess he was their best player. They had another dude that was a fifth year.
His sister's in the WNBA.
Really?
Yeah, she's on my Minnesota.
Nafisa, that's his sister?
I think so.
Interesting.
They look the same.
Might be. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, go ahead. You don't believe in the Bronny James hype?
I don't. Do you? Are you taking his 0.5 points prop tonight?
Over, yes. You're telling me with all this hype and build up, the Griffies, Ken Griffey's Jr. and Sr., they're going to be at the game. You're not telling me that there's not going to be an opportunity that LeBron throws a lob to Bronny?
There'll be an opportunity because LeBron James is the coach of that team.
Yeah, he's going to be cherry picking. He's going to be like, Bronny, like when I go to reach,
dude. Oh my
it's
fucking
it's
god,
scripted.
bro.
It's scripted.
If that shit happens, I'm deleting Instagram.
Hey, I'm reposting it on
dude.
all the socials.
Bronny's going to go 2 for 18 in the G League with one step back 3 and a nice lay, and we're going to see those two shots over and over on Instagram, and they're going to say Bronny's cooking, he's up next.
Yep. Good. You have to market the hell out of that guy.
Oh, they're doing it. Just wait till he gets his first NBA bucket.
Ooh. How about like over under Bronny James Jr. jerseys are worn at the game tonight, and we'll go. I mean, Staples or Crypto. My bad, not Staples. Crypto. How many does it see? Like 18,000,
yeah,
like 20,000. I bet there will be over 500 fans wearing his jersey at the game tonight.
I would agree. Do you think all the LeBron dick riders are like in love with Bronny?
Yeah. Dude, I mean, you have to. I actually saw a stat that LeBron is 6 missed field goals away from breaking the all-time record, which I think is more impressive.
Yeah, that's a lot of fucking shots. I mean, that's longevity though. Like,
right.
Dude, he's been in the league longer than I've been alive. I was born in August of 2003.
When did he get in the league?
2003. The draft is in, what, April? May? June?
Okay.
Before I was born. This dude's been in the league longer than I was born.
Damn, you're young.
It's insane. LeBron's old.
Yeah, LeBron is old.
But, dude, that's insane to think about. He's literally been in the league longer than I've been alive.
That is nuts. That's nuts.
And he's like, and his points production tonight is 24.5. And he's like, dude, it's insane.
Yeah, they have, I think they're favored to beat, or at least Vegas has them favored to beat Minnesota, which...
No.
I don't know.
It's just, like, I think about it all the time. Like, there has not been a day of my life LeBron James was not in the NBA. It's wild.
Does Ant purposely try to ISO Bronny every single time Bronny's on the court?
Ant does what LeBron James tells him to. So, yes.
Oh, I'm talking about Ant, like Anthony Edwards.
Trying to on
like,
defense? I thought you were saying Ant
Anthony
trying
Davis.
to open up. Dude, yeah.
Like I'm saying, like every single time Ant has the ball at the top, you think he just tries to get Bronny to switch onto him?
Dude, that would be so funny.
I hope it dunks.
And then
on
he
him.
just fucking picks him, runs down, yams that shit, and then just gets in King Griffey's face. And be like,
Adidas will have
oh my god,
everything. Adidas has been killing it with Anthony Edwards. Shout out to Adidas.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Adidas guy, but if I was probably gonna get a pair of shoes, I kind of want to get some Ants.
Yeah.
Make me feel like I'm doing what he's doing.
Yeah. He's a personality for sure. I like it though.
Him and Jay Jett is just. I mean,
the Randy Moss, Kevin Garnett. Yeah.
Which I thought was cool, but I wanted them to actually redo it.
Yeah, I never saw anything.
Oh, you didn't see it?
Like I saw them together, but like I never saw like a a photo.
I'll send you one.
Okay.
It was pretty cool, but it wasn't like the actual, like they didn't like do their poses, which I mean I guess it's cool, but
yeah. All right. So I don't know if you have all these. We're gonna run through our predictions for MVP, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, and Most Improved Player. If you don't have those, it's okay.
Oh man, I can give you some.
Okay, so MVP, I gotta go Shea. Not only Thunder bias, but like it's not even bias. Like this dude's a dog. He should have won it last year. Don't know how he didn't win it last year. Led him to the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. And no steps back this year. He's gonna turn it up. Shea MVP, no question.
I mean, I could, like you said, that I'd probably go with that one. I don't know who else you'd put U.S. currency on right now. Maybe
Luka.
I'll say Luka, or maybe like
Jokic, or like I think the 3 favorites: Shea, Luka, and Jokic.
No,
Giannis maybe.
That's what I'll say. Giannis. I was about to call him the dude out east.
Yeah.
But yeah, Greek freak.
Rookie of the Year. This is 100% bias. I'll give you my like realistic pick after this, but Dalton Connect is winning Rookie of the Year. Why did 16 teams pass on the best scorer in this rookie class? I don't give a fuck that he's 23, whatever. I will never understand the whole bro, if he was Slovenian, he would have gone first overall.
No way.
But he's American and white. Sam Presti. Why would you pass on the best pure scorer in the league? Dalton Connect is NBA ready. You don't got to develop a 19-year-old. You don't got to wait for some dude to heal his ACL and then develop him. This dude is NBA ready to go. 25 minutes a game. He's going to give you 15. Why the fuck would you pass on him? I don't get it. I know I'm Tennessee bias, but dude, we saw him score 35 the other night. Just cooking them. I don't care, bro. I don't like... He's hitting crazy shots. It was 6'8", hands in his face, fade in the corner. He's still hitting it. I don't care who it is, bro. Dude's a dog. He's winning Rookie of the Year. If I had to bet money, I'm going Reed Shepherd.
Reed Shepherd, 2 white guys. No, I had to ask you who's drafted, like earlier. Rookie of the Year.
First overall.
Probably going Zach Edey.
That's a good pick.
That's
too.
my Rookie of the Year, Zach. I wanted the Thunder draft him bad.
Memphis has got some hype. They're looking like they might be solid. Jaws coming back. They got the squad back.
I picked them real high in my projected.
Edey might be that guy. Defensive Player of the Year. I'm gonna go Wemby. I think he's gonna keep getting better. Dude's a monster in the paint. 7 whatever he is. Don't come in the paint, you're getting swatted. He's going to average 3 blocks a game plus. He's going to lock down. He's going to force a lot of people out of the paint, which is not on the stat sheet, but that's good defense. I got Wemby taking Depoy.
No, I mean, that's why I'd have to go with him or Giannis, but Wemby's going to impact it more.
Yeah. 6th Man of the Year, I got Naz Reid in Minnesota. Obviously, they traded Cat. He's still going to be coming off the bench. I got Randall sliding in the spot for Cat, but Naz Reid's going to play more of a center role. He's also going to play more of a scoring role, I think, so I'm going to take Naz Reid for 6th Man of the Year.
That's fair. I mean, depending on... Do the Thunder know who they're going to start this year?
I mean, Hartenstein's out for a month. So right now, our center's going to be...
Like, do you think both Caruso and Dort are going to start?
No.
So I was going to pick whichever one.
I don't think Dort would win it if you came off the bench. I think if Caruso was a 6th man, he'd be a pretty solid candidate, though.
I think whichever one comes off the bench is going to be... Because they're both going to be on the court, probably with... I mean, at some point.
Yeah. So, Caruso's a solid pick.
Probably go Caruso.
Most improved player, I got Jonathan Kuminga in Golden State. I've liked his game for a couple years. He keeps getting better. Obviously, Golden State's getting worse, which means more shots for him, more offensive looks for him. I could see him averaging 18 to 20 plus. They got Clay's out. Pajemski for them is I like him too. I think he's going to improve a lot. But I got Kuminga, most improved player. Some other candidates, I don't even know. I just like Kuminga. I don't even remember who else is on the list, but
Probably go Jaime Hawkins Jr.
he's good.
Only because Jimmy Butler's getting old,
I
and he
think Jimmy Butler's like on his way. Like he's not that good, bro. He might be the worst star of a team. Like I don't think he's that good.
definitely like if he makes like how 2K always does the All-Star game teams.
Yeah.
No one ever puts in Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. No.
At this point, he's like a 6'5" power forward.
Yeah.
I mean, when he's hot though, he's literally the best player on the court, but like only in the playoffs.
Yeah. That Jaime Hawkins brings me back to what I was saying about why do you care to draft an old player? That dude was a 4-year college player. And he got drafted, and he was one of the best rookies last year. The age thing is so relevant to me. Like, I understand, like, I mean, I understand it, but, like, dude, if I see a 22-year-old that is proven and can hoop and is ready to go, I don't see why you take an 18-year-old that you have to develop over him. I mean, I understand potential and all this stuff, but, like, I guess it's situation-based, but 16
also, like,
teams shouldn't have passed on Dalton Connect.
But,
dude.
like, the Thunder don't need a Dalton Connect type of player. I'm not saying he's not good.
No,
But, like, in the offseason, we did not need another guy that could score.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, there's
needs.
there's not a lot of room on that team, and it's funny to say that because if the Clippers make if they're bad, we get their lottery pick.
We're getting the next Larry Bird.
If the fucking OKC Thunder get Cooper Flag, oh my god, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it's
it'd
hard
be
to even
nuts.
think about. It's
I don't even
insane.
know. It would be the most expensive NBA ticket all season.
Yeah.
It'd be like having like an all-star team as your actual roster.
Okay, so say
There'd be a minutes problem.
okay, so let's say this. Let's say the Thunder have a great season, and they make the Western Conference Finals minimum, or make the finals, win or lose, whatever. Great season, and you get Cooper Flag somehow. Clippers are bad. You get the first overall pick. You get Cooper Flag, or you get the first overall pick. Do you keep that, or do you and draft him, or do you try to trade the pick and just like reload for the future? Because there's only so much room, and I understand he's a generational talent, but like, does he fit? You'd make him fit. You'd have to make him fit.
I think you definitely look at like how we lost. Like, if we go out in a series like Dallas, like we went out fighting. Like I thought we actually had a chance.
Yeah.
But like if we go out there and get mopped and there's an obvious like hole, maybe it's the guard. You probably trade him, like just stock up on some future and just go get like an older free agent.
Dude, if the Clippers are bad, which I think they will be.
Kawhi's out
Yeah, dude's out. It's,
forever.
remind me to get back to the point I'm saying, because I want to talk about Kawhi for a sec. Kawhi Leonard has the best job in the history of humankind. In the history of planet Earth, Kawhi Leonard has. If somebody said, you can have any career path you want to go down, and I'll give it to you immediately, Kawhi Leonard's career. The dude doesn't do shit, and he makes like $40 million plus. It's
Plus endorsements.
yeah.
And he has his own
Dude,
shoe.
And what does he do? He shows up to the practice facility and plays horse with the rookies. Like, dude, I would love to be Kawhi Leonard. Okay, back to what I was saying. If the Clippers are bad and we get their lottery pick, that Paul George Shea trade would go down as the biggest fleece in sports history.
If we win a championship.
I don't. Oh, you mean like with that pick?
Like, I mean, like, I don't, like, to me, like, yeah, this trade is awesome, but, like, we haven't done anything.
But, like, we're just now getting to the point where we're, like, reaping the rewards of that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, people are, like, blowing it a little bit out of proportion right now.
I mean, we already...
Like, I'm hyped. I'm, like, I love the trade. Like, I thought we...
I mean, we were already the number one seed in the West with the player, with, like, 3 of the players. We have so many more picks, and we have their potential... Dude, if we get the
I just
Clippers...
think we need to win a chip. We need to win a chip for it to matter. Otherwise,
I get what you're coming from. I get what you're coming from, but nonetheless, if we get the Clippers... Let's say we somehow get the first overall pick and we get Cooper Flag. That Shea PG trade would be the biggest fleece in sports history. No doubt.
You
No doubt.
You think they'd put Sam Presti in the Hall of Fame for it?
Yes. Yes.
That's what they talk about on his plaque.
Sam Presti.
Set back the Clippers for generations.
That would solidify Sam Presti as the GOAT general manager in all of sports. I really believe so. All right. Standings, East-West Conference. I'm gonna kind of run. I don't really want to. I'm not gonna talk 5 minutes about each team. I'll kind of give what I think about it. I'm picking Thunder 1 seed again. I don't see us getting any worse. So
right.
I'm gonna go Thunder 1. I got Denver 2. I mean, they're what they are. Dallas 3. I think Dallas is gonna be even better this year.
Really?
I got Dallas 3. Phoenix 4. I'm kind of skeptical about it. I think they're a little overhyped and they like kind of underperform, but if they can stay healthy, I think they can do it. Minnesota 5. I might swap Phoenix and Minnesota actually. And I got LA 6, Lakers 6.
6.
It's a little high. It's a little high now that I'm looking at it. Like they're like kind of like regular season bombs and like they just get in the play-in. So I don't know. I got Golden State 7. That's whack. This is whack. I should have redone this. Golden State ain't getting the 7 seed. I got New Orleans, Memphis, and Sacramento. I'm kind of not on all the Memphis hype, but if I could remake this, I'm gonna take them over the Lakers and the Warriors. So I need to redo this. Don't bet on anything I'm saying right now. I'll give you all an updated one next week. And then Sacramento at 10, and then I got San Antonio and Houston at 11 and 12. Clippers 13, Jazz 14, Portland 15. I think Clippers will be bad if Kawhi especially never plays. I'd like to see San Antonio be better. They don't have the team. They added Chris Paul, but that's about it. Houston, they are what they are. But yeah, this is a little jumbled up. I'll revise this for you guys. Give us your Western Conference.
So I got OKC, the Dogs at the 1. I like Minnesota a lot.
Okay.
I think Ant's gonna go crazy. Like I think that over the summer stuff in Paris, I think that grew his game a lot, like mentally, and seeing how other people work. Like he knows. Like, I think that laid a pretty good foundation for the rest of his career. So I got them at 2. I did take Dallas at 3. I mean, they looked good. They added some pieces that they like they got rid of Tim Hardaway Jr., which I think was like a really good move for them. He's just not that good. And then they got Clay in return. Got Denver at the 4. I think they're going to be really tough to beat. I did a Phoenix 5. I like them. I mean, like on paper, like you said, if they're healthy, they can be really good. So it's hard for me to not do that. I like Memphis at 6. I think Zach Edey, Jaren Jackson Jr., John Morant. Who's the dude with the big arms?
Desmond Bane.
Desmond Bane. Yeah, I think I read Dylan Brooks. Desmond Bane. Jace cooks me with that guy in 2K. So I got Memphis at the 6. I did make. So this is my play-in. I put Golden State at the 7, Lakers at the 8, Pelicans at the 9. I did put the Spurs at the 10.
Okay.
Because we saw, there's no denying that CP changes a team, makes them competitive, and we saw it firsthand. Like I really wasn't sold on Dort, and then we got CP and we made the bubble, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy's the greatest defensive player in the world.
So you left the Kings out.
I have Sacramento at the 11, Clippers 12, Houston 13, Portland 14, Utah 15.
Okay, that's not bad.
I just think Sacramento, that was all bark, no bite.
Yeah,
and they didn't get better.
Yeah,
I don't think.
Did they even add anybody? I can't remember.
I think they paid Keegan Murray.
Yeah, but
I might have saw that. I don't know.
The only team I'm kind of skeptical about is Memphis. I want to buy into the hype, but the West is so tough. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I could see them being a 5 seed or an 8 seed. So I don't know. I mean, dude, the West is separated by so little games compared to the East. You'll have the 4 and the 9 seed separated by 5 games.
It was a lot easier for me to do the teams in the East.
Yeah.
And West was hard because I was like, dude, you almost need a 11, 12 team playoff.
Yeah.
For the West, just boot out the 2 worst East teams.
Yeah, literally. Okay. East, I got Boston at 1, New York 2, Philly 3. I feel like that's pretty chalk. Granted, PG and Embiid are both have to start the season. Those dudes have got to stay healthy if they even want to make a top 5 seed. Those dudes have got to stay healthy. But New York, obviously, all the additions they added with Cat. I guess not all the additions, but that's a big addition. And then they were solid already. I don't see them not being a top 3 seed. And then Boston, obviously, coming off a championship, and they lost nothing. So, got them at 1. Milwaukee at 4. I really like Orlando at 5. I think the Magic take a big jump. I think they're solid. Paulo, Franz, I think they're going to be good. And then I got Cleveland at 6. Play-in, I got Pacers at 7. I got Heat at 8. I don't even think the Heat are good, but they just find a way to get in, and they always are there. So I'm not going to leave them out. I like Charlotte a lot. I got them at 9.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
Charlotte at least makes the play-in if they can stay healthy. They got LaMelo. They got a growing Brandon Miller. They got Miles Bridges. They got a lot of guys. Mark Williams is solid if he can stay healthy. And then they got one of my top 5 players, Trey Mann, AI. What is what they call him. So
That's what they call him. Who calls him that?
The media. So I could see. And then I got the franchise of all-time mid, the Atlanta Hawks at 10. I was torn to take them between them or Chicago to get that 10 spot, but I feel like they're always just there, and they're just like middle of the pack mid, so I got them at 10. And then left out, I got Bulls, Raptors, Pistons, Wizards, Nets.
Nice. That's solid. I'm a big New York bias guy, so go New York, go. Is that the number 1? Dude, if the Thunder and the Knicks played in the finals, I wouldn't be torn on who to root for. I wouldn't be butthurt.
Yeah.
Boston at 2. I did Milwaukee 3. Cleveland 4. Indiana 5.
You do not like Philly?
Hold on. Milwaukee 3. Cleveland 4. Indiana 5. Miami 6.
You don't even got Philly.
Orlando 7. Chicago 8. Philly 9. Atlanta 10. And then left out Brooklyn, Charlotte, Toronto, Detroit, Washington.
Philly 9.
I have zero faith. Like you said, you saw the report. They're both out tonight. That was all I needed to see, and I'm like, these bums ain't playing. Like, and Joel Embiid already said before the year, I'm not playing back-to-backs. That's 10, 15 games.
Yeah.
PG hit that boy bent on his knee. So, I don't know. It's literally going to be Tyrese Maxey.
And Jared McCain, TikTok boy.
And Kyle Lowry.
I want to say I hate it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Who's I thought, didn't they have a decent big? Like, they got rid of Tobias Harris, which I think was good.
Paul Reed, is he still there?
I think so.
Is Drummond there?
He was for a little bit. I don't know if he's still there.
I don't know if Drummond is there or not. Could be wrong. But either way.
Philly 9.
That's bold, but, I don't hate it. We already know Embiid's going to play 15 games and then do something and be out 30. Yes. And then he's going to come back, and him and PG are going to play for 3 games, and then PG is going to be out 15. So, I don't hate the pick. But, all right. NBA champion pick. Who you got right now?
Like, if I had to pick to win it all?
Yeah.
Dude, it's tough. It's tough.
Dude.
Before
I pick, could you just imagine? I know it's happened before, but, I was young. I wasn't as into it. Could you imagine the NBA Finals in Oklahoma City? Oh, my God.
Dude, I went. So, my mom got tickets. We sat 2 rows from the very top. Game. Were the first 2 games in Miami?
I think so.
2012. We were at game 3. Dude, it was Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, LeBron James, James Harden, Westbrook, Durant, Ray Allen. There were so many, Mario Chalmers.
Donis Haslam, bruh.
Tall Cephalosha, Derek Fisher, Daquan Cook,
Serge Ibaka.
Dude.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the days. Those are them days.
Dude, I was just thinking about it, because, I wasn't, I remember I was a big Thunder fan when I was a kid, but, now, Dude, oh my God, if there was a finals in OKC, I mean, dude, I don't care if I'm broke. Like, I'm going.
You can probably find old Facebook posts of me, like, Facebooking. Like, you tweeting on Facebook. I would talk trash about the Dallas Mavericks whenever we'd play them in the playoffs. I used to hate Jason Kidd, the player. But yeah, no, like, I wanna pick the Thunder out of love of my heart, but I think it'll be a team in the East. I think it's hard for a team in the West, like, based off of the teams who we picked in the top 5 to come out of the West. It's hard for me to see them or us matching up with New York or Boston because of the size.
Yeah. I'm going to go...
Like, New York because they have Mitchell Robinson. They got Cat, OG, Jalen, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart.
I'm going to go Knicks right now. Until I see otherwise, I'm going to go Knicks right now.
Dude, like, I'm sold on the Knicks. And they're underdogs tonight at Boston. And I've been staring at that one hard.
This is a matchup that, like, we're going to see.
Like, it's the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
On night 1.
Yeah.
Along with the greatest debut of all time, Bronny. And the easiest prop, I'm telling you, he's getting a lob. If you could bet on alley-oop dunks and bet on who's going to pass it to who, LeBron James done that shit to his son. There's going to be a photo op, and they're going to, like, have it timed up with the Griffies. They're going to be like, you guys have to stand up when you see us going. Dude, it's going to be the corniest thing. After I saw the way that we stopped the game, when he got
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm talking about. After I saw that, I'm like, everything else in this dude's career, like, it's staged. It's staged. And the way he's like, oh, man, I'm just lost for words. I'm like, no, you're not. Who stops the game and gives the player a mic? Like, I'm like, this is really like showbiz.
Yeah.
Like, it's entertainment for sure. It was nuts.
All right, we still got a lot to get to, kind of. We'll try to go fast, but this is going to be a long ep. Regardless, it is what it is. We're going to preview the games of the weekend, give our locks, and then give a World Series rundown. College football games this week. We'll kind of run through these if we don't really care to talk about them. But number 12, Notre Dame at number 24, Navy undefeated. Notre Dame favored by 12.5. Is there a chance Navy keeps their undefeated season alive?
I mean, I haven't watched too much Notre Dame football. I know who'd they lose to?
Northern Illinois.
Well, we've seen some, like, I don't like calling it a fluke because each team wakes up and plays a football game. But we've seen a lot of, like, one-off wins that are like,
yeah,
you remember where those people
that
attended that game will know where they were. Like that, the Vandy, Alabama. I mean, there's been some wild stuff that's gone on this year. I don't know. I think Navy kind of whoops that ass.
You really?
They run, but they don't. Do they run a triple option?
I don't know.
I might be thinking of Army.
I know Army does.
They run a triple. I think Navy does it too.
They probably do.
I think it's gonna be too much for them, and it's at. I don't even know where the naval base is.
I don't either. All right.
Well, I know like West Point, but like no, I don't. I kind of like Navy. I think Notre Dame's, they're not big game players.
Give us your score prediction.
Man. We'll go 24-23.
Navy taking the dub.
And
I would love to see it, dude. I would love to see it.
And I think it'll end with Navy on defense. They'll like get a pick or
Okay. If Navy wins,
Riley Leonard. No dog in that guy.
If Navy wins, we have to enlist.
First of all, I would not even qualify.
All right. We just got to talk about, not this is like even a good game whatsoever, but like we just got to talk about it. Oklahoma at number 18. Ole Miss.
Woo! Then we're doing that. No.
Ole Miss favored by 20. Jackson Arnold going into a hostile environment. No shot he thinks he has a chance to win, but what do you see happen in this game?
I mean, like, things aren't all great over in Ole Miss. So do you ever read the college boards where, like, those, like, donors or boosters or just random fans get on there?
Yeah.
They were like, fire Lane Kiffin. Like, we're going to kill Lane Kiffin. All this wild stuff about Lane Kiffin. I'm like, oh, you would happily take a Lane Kiffin right now. But Are they gonna steamroll us?
Yes.
Man, our defense isn't bad though. We gifted South Carolina 21 points. They gained 20 yards, 21 points.
That is true.
And the rest of the game, the final score was what?
35-9.
Yeah, so I mean, after that, like, it wasn't too terrible. And I'm sure it's hard to go out there after your offense just boom that shit.
Yeah.
You're like, why am I still out here? But I mean, OU has a good defense. I hope that we can just at least, like, if we're gonna punt on the first drive, at least make them field it beyond the 30. Like, give the defense some room to work, because literally our best offense is our defense.
Yeah.
Our punter's solid. I just forgot his name. But he's literally the best player. He's been the best performer. He's been the best performer on the team this year. He's a dog, big lefty, has a cannon on the leg. That and I don't know. I love our punter. We have a cool punter. Danny Stutzman, certified fraud, bozo. He's fake. He's all about the NIL. He can't handle the heat, can't handle the pressure. He likes to talk way too much and can't back it up on the field. So, first of all, it's Lenore Sellers.
Yeah.
I got him to transfer to my school in the Dynasty, so I've been sold on that guy before the season even started.
I love the goggles, dude.
I love him. The dude can play. Like, he doesn't have the greatest arm. He's not going to, he can run. And he's going to make you miss. I think I saw Danny Stutzman fall to his knees and look up to God and pray about 3 times. It would be Danny, Lenore Sellers, and the whole, Lenore, like, Danny's like, and then after the game, the dude has the balls to go, they're like, the reporter goes, what do you have to say to the fans? Or what are you guys going to do to keep the fans? He's like, well, if the fans, if they're going against us now, were they real fans to begin with? Yeah, you guys suck. We pay way too much money. They had the audacity to flash a donate to our NIL collective, and it was like 3 to 24. I'm like, what a time to run the give us money ad, guys. It's real good. I mean, it was, and then just to come out and say that,
yeah,
like, dude, the reason why you gifted all those walk-ons that money is our money.
Yeah.
Like, I feel entitled to feel the way that I feel, because if it was 4 years ago, you want to get a dime. You want to get a dime. So it's just like, a lot of times, like, you can't bite the hand that feeds you. We're the hand that feeds them.
Yeah.
And it was just, I was like, what a thing to say when your asses played terrible all year. All year. They, like, if you literally go and look at the stats, it's probably second or worst season that he's been at OU. And he's supposed to go to the draft next year.
He should have gone last year. Should have gone.
Yeah, coming to the SEC, he got exposed.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh.
Yeah. All right, next game, number 20 Illinois at number 1 Oregon. Not even sure why I wrote this one down. Oregon's going to pound them.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gambling on that one. There's too many points on
I
Oregon.
bet on Illinois last week, but, like, I'm not betting against Oregon, dude.
That's probably where you just slip in the Oregon money line just for, like, a chalk.
Like I did last week.
Minus 650 or something.
I sent you my parlay. You're like, oh, my God, you put in Wazoo money line.
Yes. This guy put in like a 40-point dog.
I had to. 21 Mizzou at 15 Bama. Bama's favored by 13.5, coming off a big L at Tennessee. Mizzou's frauds. Bama's frauds. Who you got in this one?
I'm thinking Bama money line. The points are scary. I mean, dude, you really don't know what you're going to see, but Missouri they're bad.
Yeah.
Missouri's bad. They're not bad. They're SEC bad, I guess. I need to start calling teams SEC bad and bad. They're SEC bad. But Alabama's. When do they fire Kellen DeBoer? It's not his fault, but they.
I think the worst position to be in
is the dude that replaces Bama.
A head coach as the predecessor of Nick Saban.
Dude, they're gonna fire him after the year, and he's gonna have a great year coaching. Only because they're gonna be like, "Oh, this isn't Bama standards."
Yeah, like you're not.
I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, you can't. That's a tough task to live up to following Nick Saban. So you got to feel for the dude.
I feel terrible for him. I hope he doesn't get that. If he doesn't win a championship in his whatever contract that he signed, they're firing his ass.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel so bad for the guy because this is the worst job to take. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's the best when you're winning, but like, oh man, do they have 2 losses this early? Like, I feel bad for the guy.
All right, Texas, number 5 Texas at number 25 Vandy. We got a top 25 matchup at Vanderbilt.
Is it the first time ever?
Probably. Texas favored by 18.5. God, would I love to see Vandy win. God, would I love to see Vandy win. Holy shit. Oh, my God. I don't think it's going to happen, but that'd be fun.
Are you betting on that game?
Texas money line.
Okay.
I'm not going to bet on Vandy, but oh, my God. In my heart, I will.
What's the points?
18.5.
Oh, it's too many for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to do a spread, but game of the week, in my opinion. What's game day? It better be LSU A&M.
I think it's okay. I could be completely wrong, but I heard rumors that it's Indiana and it's like an 11 a.m. game. 'Cause you know how they'll randomly do 11 a.m. games?
Look up.
I'll
find out what it is real quick.
now.
Dude, I think you might be right. It's set.
It's one of those weird ones.
So we know what it is. Dude, if it's LSU A&M.
Yeah, it's Indiana at Washington.
Oh my God.
I told you it's an 11 a.m. kick.
That's
It's one of those goofy weeks.
That's sorry.
But there's not that many good games. But the problem about that is Indiana's quarterback had a thumb surgery yesterday.
He's not playing, is he?
You
know who his backup is?
Mm-mm.
Tennessee transfer, Taven Jackson, brother of Trey Jackson Davis of the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, and his brother played basketball at Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Odd. That's odd.
Anyways, fuck that game.
Are you not tuning in?
No.
To the undefeated Indiana versus like 3-4, 4-3 Washington team.
What time is it?
11 a.m.
Saturday at 11. Nah, I think I'm good. All right, number 8 LSU at number 14 Texas A&M. A&M's favored by 2.5. We'll get to this in a minute, but it's one of my locks of the week. LSU money line, smashing that shit. LSU's offense is too good. I'm not on the A&M train. I don't even know who they beat. Maybe they are really good. Maybe I'm wrong, but I got LSU in that.
Mississippi State played them decent this past weekend. Well, we were watching some of it at the bar.
That makes me even more confident. LSU money line. Why is A&M favored?
Why is who?
A&M favored.
Probably the 12th man stuff.
Fuck all that.
What, you don't like the yeah? Huh. Have you seen it?
No.
It's worse than that.
Looks like I
It's worse than that, dude. It's worse.
That's
I'm
bad.
telling you.
That's bad.
I hope you can like edit a video in.
I can do that.
Gig 'em. What? They don't even say, sometimes it's not even real words. They just make sounds with their mouths and just like, huh.
All right.
It's awful.
All right, locks of the week. I got number 11 BYU at UCF. UCF's favored by 1.5. Nah, BYU money line. I don't care. They almost lost to Oklahoma State. In BYU, we trust my brother. BYU money line. LSU at A&M, like I previously said. A&M favored by 2.5. LSU money line smashing. Let's go to the NFL. Bears at Commanders. Bears favored by 2.5. I don't care if Jay Niels isn't playing. Marcus Mariota, dog. Commanders money line. Packers at Jags. Packers favored by 4.5. Jags just beat the Patriots. I don't give a fuck. Packers spread smash. I said Commanders money line. I take that back. Commanders. Oh, it is money line. They're dogs. Yeah. And then Vikings at Rams. Vikings favored by 3. I'm smashing Vikings spread. I know you're not super confident in it, but they're coming off a good loss, you could say, off one of the best teams. I'm gonna go Vikings spread.
I like it. I can get down with that. Miami plays a very piss poor Florida State team.
1-6.
So this game is in Miami and it's a night game. They play Florida State. It's gonna be a huge recruiting weekend. Michael Irvin, they might have him they might strap him and he might glide down from the top of Hard Rock and just soar across the field. somehow it's only Miami minus 21. They're going to dog walk those fools. Mario Cristobal is going to make a statement and be like, we run the state.
I like
Big recruiting weekend. It's going to be nuts. Taking Miami minus 21. This one, people might hang me out to dry for this one. Penn State at Wisconsin. Night game. Jump around's going to have the cheeseheads going crazy. And they have OU's best running back, in my opinion, from last year, Tawi Walker. He was a walk-on on our team last year, and he was the best running back we had. Somehow we made him leave. Now the dude's popping off for like 200 yards and 2 touchdowns in a game. I just think I'm just going with the jump around. I like the song. I like the running back. And I don't like Penn State. I don't. So Wisconsin, I'm probably taking the points minus 6.5. Only because the over-under is a little bit too low for me at 47.5. So I'm not a big fan of the money line. I'll probably take the points just so I can have that protection. Last one, probably. No, I don't like any of these. Duke's 6-1. I'm looking at here. SMU plays Duke. Both teams are 6-1.
SMU. What's the line?
SMU's favored by 11.5 on the road in a night game. Is Duke? Are they fraudulent?
I know SMU's solid. I don't know. I don't know anything about Duke. I know their quarterback is Malik Murphy from Texas, but that's all I know about Duke.
Oh, last lock of the week. Colorado minus 5.5. Cincinnati comes to town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's
smashing that. Yeah.
6.5 or 5.5. 5.5 taking that one. I don't know. Colorado, they've definitely got the right thing going down there now. They figured it out. Deion Sanders needed a year, and I do think leaving the conference to the Big 12, which we have made fun of all year. I think going to the Big 12 helps.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my lock. An NBA one for tonight. The episode won't be out, but still want to be on record of saying Knicks and Timberwolves. I am parlaying that tonight. Knicks and Timberwolves.
Okay.
I'm also parlaying that along with there was 2 games tonight. I think it was Sam Houston State. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the game's on right now. Sam Houston and Louisiana Tech. I have a 14 parlay going on right now. My locks of the week for the NFL. You took my Vikings. I mean, -3? That doesn't give me a lot of... something weird must be going on in Minnesota right now. We traded for a running back. The line... I think T.J. Hawkinson might be back. No, he won't come back on a short week. I don't know. I'll probably just take the money line on that one. I can't take -3. It's too much for me. Jets and the Patriots. I'm probably going to take the under at 41.5. That game's going to be terrible.
Yeah. Jets are, yeah. It wasn't Robert Saleh, so.
I'm probably going to take Bucks money line against the Falcons. Both teams 4-3. I think Baker will get it figured out. I think they'll run the ball a lot. They have 3 running backs. They have 3 really good running backs.
I know. Bucky Irving from Oregon, rookie, solid. Sean Tucker, Syracuse, and Rashad White.
Do you know about the Sean Tucker pleased post?
Yeah.
When he posted that one against the Saints game?
#, please, with 34. His
the
whole
nation
performance.
was healed.
Loved it.
The nation was healed. That dude needs to run for president. I love the Sean Tucker post.
Yeah.
But that's all I got for the locks of the week.
Okay.
Oh, and then obviously Yankees game 1 Friday night.
Yeah, let's get into that real quick before we wrap it up. World Series is set. Couldn't be a bigger media matchup. 2 of the biggest brands in sports. 2 of the biggest names in baseball. We got New York Yankees versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. We got Ohtani versus Aaron Judge. It's gonna be exciting. I'm torn on who to pick. I think I got my choice. I'm super excited. It's fine. I feel like we've just recently had these World Series of why am I watching this team? Why is
Diamondbacks?
why is the
Rangers?
Diamondbacks here? Why are this is the Dodgers and the Yankees. Like this is
This is what the people want.
this is big time baseball. This is why Shohei Ohtani makes a fuck ton of money. This is why it's a crazy matchup, and I'm super excited for it. You as a Yankees fan, I'm sure even more excited for it.
Oh man,
I gotta go Yankees. I just think they're the better team, and I think they have more of a. Are the Dodgers the home team? Do they got home field advantage?
yeah.
So 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5 New York.
The 3, 4, 5.
I think those 3, 4, 5 in New York. I think the Yankees fans just care more,
dude. Oh my, and they care in like a better way that the Dodgers fans just fight each other because they care so much. The Yankee fans are, dude, they're nuts.
Yeah.
They you know what's the college baseball team that does the beer showers in the outfield?
Oh, I don't know.
Dude, not in tune with that. Well, I think it's like Mississippi State because they have a good baseball team. But when they hit a home run, the student section just lines the outfield. Everyone just throws their beers up in the air. The Yankee fans are throwing popcorn. I've seen. You have to go look at the stadium view of one of Stan's home runs. They're throwing beers. They're throwing popcorn, and then I think it's like the commute to the game, the subway.
Yeah. Dude, I feel like everything in New York about like the pregame, like the 2 hours before, just getting off work, going to the stadium, like waiting 2 hours to get inside. Like I feel like everything about that is like just like the perfect build up for a World Series game.
The Bronx is gonna be rocking.
Like just imagine the time you leave your office 9 to 5 and you just deal with your fuckhead boss, and you're just like, I gotta go home. I got 5 minutes to change, and I gotta hop on the subway, and I gotta get to Yankee Stadium. And just like the time from when you get off to the time you sit your ass in that seat, it's just like
you're ready.
The
for
momentum's just building,
dude. It is. You've been sitting there. You probably had a shitty day at work. It's because it's a Monday.
Yeah.
Like you get New Yorkers Monday night.
Yeah.
The football teams are stinking. They have like this is their favorite time. They're like they have the Knicks going. They got the Yankees in the World Series. It's going to be boom. Dude, it's going to be insane. I mean, the last time they went, I was 7. So this is like the first time I'll ever get to witness, hopefully, 28. But, I mean, what a time to be alive.
Alrighty. Winner prediction and game count. What you got?
Yankees in 5.
Yankees in 5.
I think we win game 1. We lose game 2. And
close it out at home.
I think it's gonna be way too much. So like Japanese players have a weird thing where they get an extra off day, like of rest. So that's why it's like if you look right now, the Dodgers have not announced a starter. The Yankees have game 1 and 2, I believe. But like the Dodgers don't have a starter for game 1 because Yamamoto should be it.
Yeah.
But he can't. Also, I think the Dodgers' arms are a little bit more used than ours because their number 1 pitcher Jack Flaherty, he's been getting shelled in some games coming out. I mean, they've been having they probably had 2 or 3 bullpen games. They've played two more games the Yankees have this postseason. I like our chances a lot, and I just think you get warm, you get comfortable playing in LA. It's gonna be 40. It's going to be 40 degrees.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold. You're going to be able to hopefully see your breath. It's going to be like it's like going to Lambeau Field against Aaron Rodgers.
When they were good. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'd be the grass would just be yellow.
Yeah.
You could see everyone's breath. Like it's going to be like that. And I just think they're just not built for it. They're just not built for it. They can't they deal with some stuff in LA. But then also, Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, for some reason they love Dodger Stadium. They maul. They eat there. The only thing I'm worried about is Aaron Judge in the right field wall because that dissolved his toe off his foot. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
I don't know how your foot just falls. Whatever. But no, I mean, I think we win game 1. Garrett Cole shoves Ace Day. I think they get to Rendon game 2. And then I think back in the Bronx. Stroman's going to pitch, which is going to be awesome. New York kid on the bump in the world. It's just, we have too many things going for us that mean more. We want him more. Juan Soto?
Okay, I want to ask you about that because he's going to be a free agent.
No, he's not.
He's not this year?
We're re-signing him.
Okay, so that's where so
He's staying a Yankee.
he's going to be owed a lot of money. He's going to get a fat contract. Is there any chance he leaves?
I want to say no. He looks like, yeah, he won a World Series with the Nats. He looked happy. But, like, the Juan Soto we're seeing and how he's behaving, like, we're seeing a lot more of Juan Soto.
Yeah.
I think he's opened up a bit more. I think he's comfortable. And, like, and there's a large Dominican crowd in New York. And that's what he said. Like, he was like, oh, I was fired up when I got traded here. Like, there's just going to be so many people there, and it's going to, like, feel a little bit like, I think he likes New York a lot. It would either be us or the Mets, and I don't know why, after everything we've been through, he would go to the Mets. Because the Mets owe a lot of people a lot of money this offseason.
Yeah.
And I think New Yorkers would go insane if we just let him walk. Especially
coming off a ring, imagine. And then he leaves.
Ring or no ring, the fact that his home run, his AB, put us in the spot to even having this conversation, I think you have to pay him.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You have to pay the man.
All right, we got a lot to be excited about as sports fans and as degenerate gamblers. Super excited time of the year. Super exciting time of the year. I've been looking forward to this episode. Super fun. Appreciate all your guys' support. TikTok, we're on the come up.
The Bedlam Bowl, we've made some phone calls. We're trying to see what we can put together. Maybe organize like a flag football charity thing. I don't know. It's in the works.
Yeah. And that's we need to do like a giveaway whenever we reach let's say how many followers on TikTok?
On TikTok? We have 140.
Yeah, we have 145.
Like 500, dog.
Yeah, we'll say 5. We'll do some kind of giveaway.
Run it up. Share the video with your friends. Bookmark it. Leave a comment, nice or mean one.
We love them all.
I like to read it.
We love them all.
We'll like it. We'll comment back. And always remember that microphones aren't that expensive. Anybody can get in front of a camera and do it. You just need the balls to do it. So yes, leave all the comments. We love them.
Yep, love the hate. It actually makes me laugh. I enjoy it. So please, bring all the hate. Just make sure you follow, sub. And whenever you leave a comment, we're probably going to pop up on your For You page again because I've seen the same hater in 3 different videos. I'm like, well, you're back. And then I click on his account, and he's blown clouds. So pretty cool. Love to see the TikTok crowd. Make sure you sub on YouTube, follow on Instagram, follow on TikTok. Appreciate y'all listening as always, and we will see you next episode. Peace.
See ya.